Fuck Owen Brody.
I guess I'll do the intro. So, welcome to Damn That's Podcasting, where we have three people who have similar point of views, maybe similar, like, I don't know. Yeah, I love that sound. If you're listening and you listen to episode 1, welcome back to episode 2. Thanks for joining us, whether you're watching us or whether you're listening to us. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you liked episode 1. Let us know what you think. We would have said that after episode 1, like, let us know what you think, but episode 1 and 2 are recorded at like the same time, so like, fuck you and your opinions on us until episode 3. So I'm Owen Brody, also known as Micah, also known as I don't know what yet, but everyone has like 3 names here. So
Tatooine Hat Boy.
Tatooine Hat Boy. This is my favorite hat from BustedTees.com, not a sponsor.
Just dropping stuff.
Yeah, just like dropping stuff. Who else we got here?
Murdoch. My name's Murdoch, or Adam, or the Doc, or the
Murdoctor?
That was you guys' cue to hit the duck. The
Duck. I can't because it takes up half the screen.
Or my last nickname is the Champion of the Best Place to Poop. And that will be to poop. I got a good story about that. That'll be one of the topics I bring up to you guys.
I'm Kurt, as always. I have nothing great to say ever. I'm terrible at intros, outros. I'm just the ruiner.
That's okay. So this podcast is basically where we talk about whatever the hell we want. If you relate to it, cool. If you don't, then listen to a different one.
Experience life more.
Yeah, experience life more. Play some friggin' Zelda, would you?
Yeah, if you don't like it, listen to it some more, and then maybe listen to it again.
Yeah,
and then maybe listen to another episode, and then be like, you know what? I made my decision after 3, and I listened to it twice each. It's okay. Or I'll go to a different one, you know?
Yeah, we're like a tumor.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you're listening to episode 2 and there's like an episode 30 out there, just go right to 30. Our quality probably got better. We probably got better at this. We probably were funnier. Or one of us is dead and it's a memorial episode. Who knows? Like, yeah. We don't know what we're going to run into.
Life comes at you quick.
Life does come at you quick. There's a lot of things that come at you quick. That could be a topic. That could be a tier list. Like, what would S tier be for come at you quick?
Death would definitely be up there.
No, death takes forever. Death is like, it could or it couldn't. I would say,
what
like,
other things come at you quick?
I would think maybe a truck. Like, I don't know. Life in general.
Things. You know?
All right, we swear on this podcast, but man, we're not going there.
Parental discretion is advised.
That's right.
Hey, brother. You got it right this time.
Yeah. Wait, did he get it wrong last time? I think it would be TVMA.
I think last time I said viewers' discretion is advised. So for you people on YouTube and TikTok and other things with video, watch out.
What other things are there with video?
Hey, thanks for watching, but you shouldn't watch this.
Yeah, how many platforms are there? Like, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's like Facebook, there's like the Twitter,
RedTube,
Pornhub. You won't find us on Pornhub.
Yeah.
But your partner?
We won't be on Pornhub.
We won't be on Pornhub.
No.
Sponsorship?
Actually, here's the first topic, and you guys probably won't have anything to contribute, but I'm going to throw it out there. It's not really on my list. I just thought about it. OnlyFans ideas? Huh? Want me to tell you what my OnlyFans idea was?
Yeah.
OnlyFans. I do reviews about different fans.
Okay.
So it could be like one I got from like, I don't want to use names, a thrift store that's all metal from the 1930s, and I review that fan.
Don't touch it.
Someone's going to get, yeah, exactly, because I need a tetanus shot. But there's going to be other fans that I could review, and I think I could get a following, and I think I just fucked myself out of a bunch of money.
Okay, but so here's the thing, though. Would that have to be on OnlyFans? You could just put it on YouTube.
Yeah, 10 hours of vintage 1930s aluminum fan while you
I don't think you guys get it. It's called OnlyFans, right?
Because you only talk about fans.
Only talk about fans.
But does it have to be on OnlyFans?
I mean, it could be on multiple, but I want you to pay for it.
Right. Okay, so if I was going to make like a themed show, the themed content, I guess, for OnlyFans. Oh man,
I like how you had to like do some intro for that.
Yeah.
Of, like, if I made my OnlyFans, it'd be my feet.
I'm just thinking, like, I mean, I don't know. That would be different. That'd be tough. Like only meals where I like I taste different meals or something and give my thought on it. I don't know.
Like a midnight snack?
Like a midnight snack. Shout out to B.A. Tatum.
Yeah.
If you don't know who that is, educate yourself.
Yeah, educate yourself.
You're like, all right, welcome back to Sunday Night Meat.
I'll throw up the Sunday Night Meat graphic.
Sunday Night Meat. What about you, Kurt? Would you have an OnlyFans of something?
It would be real fake fans.
Real like fake people? Fans.
Yeah, real fake fans. So you have like real fans that you're reviewing. Well, I'll go to like the toy aisle and find like a Fisher Price fake toy fan.
I feel like you run out of content quick.
That was in episode 5 for me, so you can't.
Yeah, episode 5.
Price fan.
Episode 5? Oh, fake fans?
I don't really have an OnlyFans.
That
was a short concept topic. So
it was.
I kind of brought it up. Okay? Because this is going to be a hilarious story you guys have never heard. That's why I love this, because there's some stories you guys have never heard about me. And I've known Kurt, I think, for... I'm not good at math.
I'm going to get this wrong.
2013?
Oh, so you've known me longer than Kurt? Why did I think you knew Kurt longer?
No.
I don't know. If you live, just because you live closer, I would probably talk to you more.
Right.
It'd be 9 years this summer.
Wow.
Yeah. So you guys have heard not all the stories that happened in like my childhood, which we've already in episode 1.
Yeah, Jungle Strike. We learned about Jungle Strike.
Yeah, you learned about that. You learned about how I'm not a huge Nintendo fan. So here's the topic. Ready? The best and the worst, and maybe the most interesting stories of where you have pooped.
What?
Okay, so the best. So like, are we talking the best place we've pooped is in like comfort? Like this is the
that's
best.
That's what I said. Interesting too, because when I tell my story first, okay,
I
think you guys will be able to relate.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, here it is. I'll try to make it. Well, the pooping part is not descriptive. It's actually the whole story leading up to that, because everybody knows what happens when you poop. But
hopefully,
yeah.
So I've always had, when I was younger, not now, I can go poop anywhere, and it's no big deal. But when I was growing up, I had a phobia of pooping in public places, and that is the triple P.
How public though? Are we talking like you're outside like, and you're gonna poop in a field, or like at a public restroom?
Oh my gosh, probably both of those. That'd be pretty bad. I wouldn't care. I'll go back with Toby, my dog, right now, and we'll take a shit together. It's kind of a bonding thing.
It is a bonding thing.
So here's the best story ever. So for pooping, I think. So my whole life, like I would literally make myself sick holding my shit in until I got to my house, because I only could take crap at my house. I even called out of school before. I went home early before, only because I had to poop. That's how much I was afraid of this. And we're going far into this. So if you have psychological issues with pooping,
viewer discretion advised.
But so it would come to that. Like I literally have gone to Las Vegas, and then as we were leaving to go home, right? I held it the entire plane ride till we got to Maine. Physically, I don't know how I can do this. Probably why I have so many problems now with my stomach. But here's the story. So set it up. New York City. Yeah, New York City.
The Big Apple, brother.
The city that never sleeps.
The city that Murdoch never poops in.
So we went to get a tour. This part's pretty cool, of Saturday Night Live, which if you guys have grown up on Saturday Night Live or ever watched it, I'll tell you a secret about this. There's 3 stages. that you're looking at.
The 3 stages of hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3 stages of hell. No, there's 3 stages. So they have the one they always like perform on for music. And then they have the one they do the monologue for at the beginning. And then they have the one they do all the other skits on. It's literally you turning your head. There's 3 stages.
That's awesome.
When you go there, which a lot of people don't know that because they don't ever really show that on TV. But if you literally look to your left, that's the music one. You look to the middle, that's the that's the monologue one. And you look to the right, that's the one they do all the skits on that they change out like all the sets. So I never knew that. I thought it was really weird to see. Also, to get tickets to Saturday Night Live is like impossible because they only give them to friends and family. So you can't like buy them unless that's changed now. But when I went, that's what was happening. So anyway, we got that tour. We're leaving. The next thing we're going to go is like the Empire State Building, right? Get to the top of the Empire State Building. Oh, no. And I look at my stepdad who's with us. His name is Bruce. And I look at my mom and I say, hey, I need to go back to the hotel. And she says, why? And I said, because I have to take a shit. Well, when I was a kid, I said, I have to poop. And she said, okay. And my stepdad said, what the fuck are you talking about? We're in the middle of New York City on the top of the Empire State Building. By the way, our hotel is in Connecticut. We take the train over. We take the train from Connecticut to New York. Oh. I'm going to go all the way back. So I'll just remember his face. He says, my mother's name is Janet. He says, Janet, the kid's making himself sick holding in his shit. He's got to learn to go other places. We can't go all the way back to Connecticut. So we find this one maintenance worker on the top of the Empire State Building. And I am going to shit my pants. And he goes up to him and says, sir, do you guys have a bathroom up here? And the guy looked at him like he had 5 heads, but said, why? Is it like an emergency? And he says, you're damn right it is. So he brings me to this door. Wait. He brings me to this. Okay, question. Go ahead.
If you had shit your pants right there, would that be like considered shitting in public?
Yes, and also probably the highest place anybody's taking a shit. But
people shit on Everest all the time.
It's true. Yeah, there's no porta potties on Everest.
I've never met him. So we went, he brought me to this little tiny like door, which I didn't even see when we were up at that area. Opened it. And there's a toilet and a sink. And like an overhead light. And that's it. Like the scariest thing you could probably see, like when you played Outlast.
Oh, yeah.
That game before. Similar to that. So it's this little tiny thing. I could have rested my forehead on the sink while I took a shit. That's how small the area was. And I shit on top of the Empire State Building.
See, we should have had you go last because I have no interesting place that I've shit. I am very much like you though. I'm more comfortable at home, but I don't like hold it. It just doesn't happen. I think
everybody is.
Like we went to my brother-in-law's when he lived in Rockland, Maryland. I think it was in Maryland. It was near DC, and we were there for like 3 days, and I didn't poop the whole time. And then I got home, and it was just like, I'm filling the bowl with this one, brother. Like it was wild. But like
soft serve.
I wasn't cognizant of it. Like, but I'm trying to think of like the weirdest place that I've shit. Like, I don't think there is like a weird place. Kurt, you got one?
No, not really.
I like how you nodded your head, by the way, Kurt, when I talked about having a phobia of pooping in public. So, and you shook your head just like that. So that is also that is a current event.
It takes me a while. It takes me a while to warm up to it. Like, so I not going to name the place, but I started a new job. So like all week I'm like, I hope the bathroom's in like a not close to everybody else spot in case I have to poop.
That's something you don't think you think about, right?
But like my body like knew like you don't like to poop in public. So the second I got home, it was like poop time. But like at my old job, I was right down the street from my house. So I would literally be like, yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Get around my house real quick and go poop at my house.
There's nothing more comfortable than that, right? Like you're at your house,
right?
In your element, everything's comfortable. I'm that guy that goes into a public restroom now, and I will literally see there's one person in the stall, right? And it will be so quiet. I'll use the urinal. I'll wash my hands, and then just because it's funny to me, and I must be a piece of shit, I open the door and close it and stand there.
Okay, what's the weirdest thing that's happened?
Because someone let loose. They were holding it till they heard that door close because they knew that I was the only one coming in, and then it was like Dante's Inferno coming out, and then I just started laughing my ass off and left because I bet they were so embarrassed. Because I don't know about you, but that's what I do. If I'm in the stall and I'm like, no one's in here, and I start to go and the door opens immediately, those ass muscles are clenching themselves. And I'm not going until that door closes and the person leaves, and I let out the whole entire thing. And so I would, just challenge you guys to do that sometime. If you're in a stall and there's one person there and you go to leave, I would open the door and fake that you left.
So I thought we agreed no homework. I thought we agreed no homework.
Well, that's not homework. That's just a fact of life. Yeah.
I
don't have any good stories.
You don't have any good bathroom stories?
No, I mean,
this kind of proves a point because my wife thinks I'm just obsessed with going to the bathroom, or I'll make it an announcement. Like I'm at my house and be like, "Hey, everybody, I'm gonna go to the bathroom." Like anybody fucking gives a shit about that,
right? Oh man,
it's wild.
You don't have a place where you're like, "I need to go," and it's happening. Like not Chuck E. Cheese or
no. Maybe it's an embarrassing story. My stories are so.
That's what the point of this is. Yeah. Embarrassing stories.
Specific examples. I was going to use this as a segue because I used to be a nighttime pooper, right? So like I would only poop at night, and then something shifted in me in the past like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, this is current events.
This is super current. I had like a GI bug, and I just couldn't, and now I'm a day pooper. So my life is different now.
That's what it was, Kurt. You just said that you went from nighttime to daytime.
A hard reset.
A hard reset.
Your body's like, we're switching, and we don't care if you care. It's
one time I went I went with a friend when I was in
You went
high
pooping
school.
with a friend? You're like, yo, let's go poop together, brother.
I was over at his house for some reason. We were like, oh, he had to go pick up something from like his aunt or something like that. So we went over to her house or whatever. And she's like, can you guys help move this picnic table? And we were like, yeah. So we moved it. And I was like, I got a shit. So I went to the bathroom in this house, didn't know where it was. And I was like, where's your bathroom? She's like, oh, it's down the hall. And I was like, perfect. Went in there. I clogged the fucking toilet.
Happens.
So I left it. And then we left.
And you never told anybody?
Nope. So now I'm just picturing an 87-year-old woman going like, what the fuck's wrong with my toilet?
You're a poop assassin.
I guess.
So
poop.
This isn't a poop story, but this is a pee story. So this was like years and years ago, right? This I was probably 22, 23 maybe. So it was a while ago. But anyway, this girl that I liked at the time invited me over, and I was hanging out, and she fell asleep, and it was nighttime, and I was just like, okay, I gotta pee, but I didn't want to wake her up, but I also didn't want to wander through her house and find the bathroom, so I just went home.
By the way, was she laying on your arm?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, that'd be the worst. You're laying, you're I gotta go pee, but I'm gonna push her off. And
no. I was like, this is funny. I have zero chance now, which is fine. It all worked out in the end.
So don't hold your pee. That's how you get a UTI.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go pee right now.
What?
Bye. I told you first episode, which was really 20 minutes ago. I drink 1 energy drink. I pee 3.
You pee 3 energy drinks?
Yeah,
so
I kind of
3 refills.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Next time I drink an energy drink, I'm gonna cut the top of the can off because you don't want to pee through the little hole, and I'm just gonna pee back into the energy drink and see how many I can fill up.
You don't want to pee through the little hole.
BRB.
You're not supposed to do that.
So, to add on to stories, one thing I just wanted to bring up really quick, and it has nothing at all to do with pooping. So sorry, Adam. When you're a kid, right? you always wonder certain things.
Okay. We're gonna learn some shit.
I guess. Maybe not. I mean, for the longest time, like you ever like go to a mall or whatever and they have like the cars inside, right?
Yeah. I know where you're going with this.
Right.
Cars inside?
Yeah, the
like
cars
there's a
inside the
car
mall.
Inside the mall.
And you can fill out the little slip and try to win it?
Oh, and try to win it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I got it. I got you.
I thought they built the cars inside the mall. I thought they disassembled it to bring it in, then reassembled it. Because I was like, cars can't be in malls.
That's too funny.
I also thought the same, other than I didn't think they fucking built them there.
No, I always wondered how they got in. And you know what happened, though? I remember one time, and it might have been like the first time I recall seeing a car in a mall. I looked around and I was looking like, how the fuck did they get this in? And then all I'm thinking is like, I want to be the guy that drives it through the mall.
Yes, I was similar thing. I don't know if you guys have ever been to like a Portland Pirates game or any hockey game. They used to bring a car that you could win onto the ice, and a similar thing. I was like, I want to be the guy that drives the car on the ice. That seems like it'd be so much fun to just drive it in a place you can't drive it, right? In the mall.
I always want to drive cars where I can't drive them.
Yeah, drive it like taking out like toddlers in the mall and stuff. And
I don't know about that.
But I guess where I'm going with this is like, was there anything when you were a kid, like looking back, you're like, you're an idiot, younger me? Because that was like the big thing for me.
Yeah,
there's a lot for that because there definitely is. I just
there's gotta be. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, there's gotta be.
Gotta be Kane.
It's gotta be Kane.
Because that was the big one for me. I legitimately thought, because there's this small mall that I went to all the time when I was a kid, and they put race cars in there because there's a speedway. And I remember going by and I'm like, man, that's crazy that they keep switching out these cars. Like, that's a lot of work to have to reassemble a car every week.
That's incredible.
I mean, this one's probably not like that crazy. It is.
It is.
I thought like the mascots for like games, or like when you went to like Disney or any of that stuff, I thought they were real.
Yeah, they are.
I thought they were
weird. Like, they are.
Like as a kid, you're gonna think that they're real, but when you really break it down now, when you're an adult, right? Okay, and this is probably bad because you have kids. Oh, bro, or you don't? Maybe
I do.
Okay, cool.
Confirmed.
There's just some random guy or girl in this outfit that you as a kid are giving a hug to, or telling them that you love them.
Oh, I just dropped my phone.
I'm sure there's an extensive background check.
We hope.
There definitely is not. I know.
Murdoch's like, I used to be
some of this. I used to be a mascot. Let me tell you something about that. I was in the Hall of Fame. No.
Mascot Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but like Slugger the Sea Dog, because I live in Maine, he's in Portland, right? I used to think he was a real fucking sea dog. But also, what is a sea dog?
It's a seal.
Is it?
Yeah, the seals are dogs of the sea. That's why they bark.
But why do they just call it the Portland Seals then?
Because sea dogs is
chicken of the sea.
Yeah, sea dogs is more marketable.
But just think, like, I think about this now because I'm older. You reflect on this stuff, right? Like when I'm a kid, like I think the trash monster's there, which recently Kurt sent me a picture of and said, "What the fuck is this thing?" Which hopefully you guys know what a trash monster is. If you don't, just type in trash monster Maine. I hope that brings up something. But it was a mascot, right? Like somebody in one of those big costumes that had its mouth open and you put your trash inside. One, that fucking job sucks. You just get people that throw trash.
Wait.
Costume the whole time. Yeah.
I'm uneducated. There's a person in a costume and you put trash in them.
Yes, you do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it seems like when I think about, like when I was a kid, right? I was like, a monster eats trash. This is so cool. And so, I'm like, that guy just got shit on the entire time he was in the costume.
Yeah, I had no idea. Don't really go to like sporting events, and I had no idea what it was. It was just this thing going around, and kids were throwing trash at it, and I didn't know what it was, so I took a picture. I sent it to Adam, and I go, "What the fuck is going on?"
That's
And immediately I
hilarious.
said, that's the trash monster, of course. You guys don't know what that
Everybody
is.
knows this.
I fed him so much when I was a kid. And really, in reality, that guy must smell like shit. I don't know how. I remember actually one game. I distinctly remember this. The guy threw up inside the costume because he just got trash thrown on him constantly. Because that's all it is. I mean, how much? We'll post this on the DMN That's Podcast on Twitter. So at DMN That's Podcast. But damn, that's podcasting. But yeah, we got to throw this up here for the YouTube fans, but if you're listening, I just got to let you know what it is. So it's like, think of any mascot that you can at any sporting event, but it has like a big mouth with lips on it in the front, right? Like kind of like where your stomach area would be. And there's just a fucking trash bag inside that. And people come up and they say, "Oh, trash monster, let me feed you." And they just put trash in his mouth. And think about it, like what you put in a trash can, they probably put like cola and like nachos and shit, and like where is it going?
What about a diaper? Would a diaper end up in there? Like that's gross.
Oh yeah, probably a diaper too. I hope no one was that fucking terrible to do that. But now that I think about it, like
it's definitely happened.
This
is just
I
crazy.
also think
to
the best part is that it was wearing jeans.
Yeah,
everybody wants to know what its outfit was. Like they're like, "Oh my god, we got to cover the trash monster up
with jorts,
put jeans on." Yeah, with jorts and this one has Crocs on. But
at least he's wearing a belt.
But that's what I'm talking about. Is like when you're a kid, you don't think about that stuff because I think Sea Dog's real. But in reality, think about that person that's in there. Like they're getting these hugs constantly from kids and adults all day long, saying you love Slugger. And you love, I don't know, Mickey Mouse and stuff. And like, one, that must be like really cool. Like, everybody fucking loves you.
Yeah.
And like everybody's doing that stuff to you.
But you're the ultimate baby face.
Yeah. In wrestling terms, brother, you're going over. You're that white meat baby
face. Well, you're white hot because you're in a fucking costume in the sun.
Well, that was the second part I was going to say is that must suck. To be in the sun the whole time in that. I remember one of my friends was Crackers. I love how I keep giving all these names. Crackers the parrot for Portland Pirates.
That was your friend?
Said, one of my... Well, it's not like there was just one parrot, Kurt. There was a bunch of different people that played the parrot. But yeah, my friend was.
Your friend's name was Crackers?
Well, when he was in costume, he was Crackers.
No, when he was in costume, the name of the character... I'm not going to tell what his name was.
My friend Crackers was the parrot one.
His identity is
it was his Uncle Cracker, actually.
Yeah, Uncle Cracker. He was also a singer. It was what he did first. But no, so Crackers was a parrot, and you had to wear this big costume. You looked like a big giant parrot that was on skates. And I will say that he did. I asked the question, did they get to keep that costume ever with them, or did they have to give it back? And he said there was plenty of parties where they just dressed up as it, and went and drank together.
That's too funny.
In that Crackers costume. So the moral of the story is think about where those costumes have been when your kids are giving them hugs. Is basically where I was going with this.
Valid
think
point.
Where the people have been.
Yeah.
Or who the people are. I mean, I'm not saying that. I don't want to get hate for this. Not all mascots are weirdos.
It's true.
They're probably really nice people that do stuff for the community.
Yeah, because my side hustle is I'm a mascot, actually, so thanks.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What one are you? And what's your name?
I can't tell you. It's a top secret, but if you ever hug me, I'll give you a little pinch and let you know.
Like out of costume?
No. Like when you're hugging, I'll give you like the Iggy. I'll like squeeze your shoulder like, it's me!
It's me, a Mario! I'm in this costume! No, like, what would you guys want to be? Like, what would your mascot name be? And what would you be?
What would
I'm
I
already
be?
pitching Kurt. I'll think of it for other people. But Kurt's he'd be a plane.
A plane.
Yep,
Okay.
because he loves planes. And
what would his name be though? Like Peter the Plane or like Polly the Plane?
Polly.
No, it'd just be the plane.
The
plane.
The
like
plane.
the baby.
The baby. Yeah.
Man, what would my
the baby.
mascot be? What would I be?
Playing with dreads.
I don't know.
I would want to be that bear that you see on the YouTube videos for Coca-Cola.
Smokey the Bear? Oh.
No. The one that like bites people's heads. Have you seen those videos?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's messed up.
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I just think a big bear costume would be cool. Not that I'm saying I want to be a big bear. I'm talking about the mascot. So I want to make sure we verify that. I'm not a big bear.
So what was your weird childhood thought?
Mine?
Yeah.
So my weird childhood thought, the first thing that came to mind, and I was like, that's got to be it. I remember watching a movie. I forget the actor that was in it. But I looked at my mom and I said, isn't he dead? And my mom looked at me like very confused and was like, no, he's still alive. And then I proceeded to explain about how the last movie that we saw him in, he died in that movie. And I don't know how he was in this other movie. As it was like the first time I'd seen like an actor in more than one movie where they like died. And that was like the weirdest thing, I guess. I can't really think of anything else.
I thought you were going to say, I explained how he died, and then he died the next week the exact same way.
Yes. The Sixth Sense was actually a true story, and it was my life. I'm not really here.
Yo, bro. He's a psychic.
That's right. That's right.
Death card.
Speaking of like psychic stuff, another weird story, just a nice little segue out of this. I've had a lot of people fall down and crack their heads open around me. To the point where it's not a coincidence anymore.
Kind of a specific topic.
Very specific. Also, when
I can tell though, so yeah, go ahead.
When you say segue, I picture somebody on one of those like stand-up things, like just scooting
cracking
by the screen.
Yeah, and then they fell
Cracking their head open.
Exactly.
In this case, now they do.
So my first job was at a grocery store. I'm not gonna say it, obviously, but I worked at a grocery store. I was ringing this older lady out, and she was with her granddaughter. And I don't know if you've ever seen somebody like pass out, but they do kind of like the wobble, and then fall. So
The Weekend at Bernie's.
if like most grocery stores, you have your checkout lane, and then next to it's another checkout lane. She passed out, fell backwards, hit her head off the corner of like the metal door, and then proceeded to literally bleed out on the floor and die.
Jesus.
The only reason I know she died is because they covered her when they left. And I remember I went upstairs and the manager goes, "Hey, were you around for that?" And I said, "Yes." And they go, "Oh, well, everyone else is traumatized. Can you work more?" And I said, "Yes."
Did you give her something to smell beforehand? Like, oh, wow, these carrots smell weird. And then she passed out?
No, she just passed out. And then a second time was at my current job. A guy was standing at a desk and he fell backwards and he cracked his head open. He didn't die, but he bled on the carpet and we had to replace the carpet. And then when I was voting in the last election, the person in front of me tripped over a cone and cracked his head open and they had to call paramedics. So don't go near me.
I guess not, unless you're wearing a helmet.
I was there for the second one. I wasn't the person, but I saw it happen.
I was going to ask, was it you?
It's just a weird coincidence talking about like, people dying and stuff like that. But that's just all that happens around me, apparently.
That is very weird.
So that happened at one of the jobs I was at where somebody tripped. I think this is up north in Bangor, but somebody tripped and fell and hit their face off of like the end of a shopping cart where you got the circle for the, wheel. And there's the piece that comes off the back, usually like covering it. Well, that metal part had like somehow got hit and gone up. So it was pointed.
Oh no.
And the person fell into it with their head. And I like how we're just talking about blood and poop and.
So I do have one.
Yeah.
I do have one. I was at a job, and this woman went to walk out the door, and now this woman had been in this place of business several times, and there's a label like a graphic on the door, on the window rather, and it was all glass, right? It was all glass around the door. And so she went to walk out, but ended up just walking directly into the glass. And then her nose just started bleeding everywhere. And I just looked at the other employee that was with me and I was like, what do we do? I don't know what to do here. So we figured it all out. But then, like, we called, the people we needed to call, and we're like, can we clean the window? Because there's, like, a nose and mouth print. She hit the window so hard that she left a nose and lip print right on the window. I felt so bad, but she was bleeding everywhere, man. But, yeah, me and the person that was with me that day, still, occasionally, I'll get a message, and they'll say, hey, remember that time? And I'll just relive it all over again.
Well, if you have any times where people have cracked their head open or got hurt at your job or any time that you've seen, please send them to us at our Twitter. Is DMN That's Podcast. Hashtag Ask DTP. DTP.
Disturbing the Peace. That was Ludacris's record label.
We'll talk about it on the next episode we do, or a future episode, but I'm trying to think of one that is kind of funny, but not, because this involved me. So it wasn't blood or anything that happened. But
was it poop?
Nope. It wasn't
okay.
Poop either.
Okay.
So I'm actually surprised that none of those things happened. Maybe I don't have any evidence the poop happened, but so I was warming. Poop? Nope. Okay. I was warming up. This was in I think it was Little League baseball that I was playing, right? I was warming up, ready to go for the next inning, right? And sometimes, like, you'd warm up in the batter's box, right? Like, you'd have, like, the little, like, square area. I think for me, anyway, it was, like, chain link fence in a square.
As you do.
That's where you're supposed to do it, obviously, because you're going to change your bat, or you're just going to get ready, and you're swinging as hard as you can and get ready for the next inning, right? Well, I started warming up next to home plate while we were changing out from being on the field to the batting, right? So I'm warming up out there, and I'm using an aluminum bat, by the way, and I'm taking a couple swings. I'm like, man, I'm gonna destroy this inning. I'm gonna score I'm gonna hit a home run. It's gonna be awesome. As I'm warming up, I let go of the bat somehow.
Oh.
And slow motion, because that's where the best things happen in your life, are in slow motion. I watched the bat go across the third baseline as the coach for the other team is walking by. And it just destroys his head while it's flinging around. And as soon as he gets hit, he goes straight down. And you do that thing where you're a kid, and then maybe when you're an adult too, but like, I just was frozen. I didn't know what to do. For one, it went the whole third baseline. Like, it went all the way past third base as he was walking back to the other dugout. And it nailed him in the head. And I don't know how, one, there was no blood, and two, he might have shit himself. But yeah, that's my story of that happening to myself. And that was the last time I ever warmed up outside the batter's box or something like that. So,
probably a very good learning moment, I guess.
Well, 2 weeks later, I was the pitcher, and I went to go. It's called karma, folks. If you don't know how life works, I was the pitcher, and I
hold on
went to throw a fastball, got a line drive straight to my head, and all I remember is letting go of that ball. And then looking up at maybe my whole team saying, "Are you all right? Do you need us to get somebody for you?
Are you good?"
There's no blood there either, but there was a big giant,
almost the size of a baseball.
Almost the size. It kind of like looked like a baseball hit me in the head, but I was lucky though. Think about if that hit like my eye.
Wait, so
I took a line drive. That'd have been terrible.
So was there any evidence that would disprove that ball didn't go directly into your head and under your skin and just live there for a little while? How do we know? And did you poop?
One, I don't know. Two, I don't remember.
I mean, you probably did eventually. But
yeah,
like, right there.
Yeah. But not in that exact moment. It's just a weird. I think that was the only time that I guess you would say I was knocked out, right? Because I don't remember. It came off as soon as it came off the bat. I only remember looking up at everybody. So I guess I probably would have been knocked out.
Yeah, you definitely lost some time there.
That would be the only. That and one time when I was pro wrestling, I got knocked out. So
When was that? I probably know this.
Transition to different stuff, but it goes in, it goes with what Kurt was bringing up with people getting hurt. I was actually in a match that you were in. So if anybody didn't know, Obro wrestles and I wrestle too. He obviously wrestles way more than I do, but he got me into the business, brother. So
I'm not nearly as good as Murdoch though. Don't let him fool you.
That's not true at all. I mean, yeah, I know I have a lot of championships behind me, but believe me, I won all of those. So it was in one of your, I think you had a scramble match. It was you and like Scotty Wild. I don't know if you remember that one.
Was this the one where I ruptured my eardrum?
Oh yeah, I think it was that same match. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody just got hurt?
Yeah, everybody just got actually, yeah. There was one girl got hurt pretty bad.
Match?
Yeah,
it was. Was there that girl that drank like or came out with like with like a pie and she was like a Golden Girls gimmick? Wasn't that her too?
Oh yeah.
That was so the reason I bring her up is that was the reason why I got knocked out. Not that was her fault, but so Scotty Wild's gonna do, if anybody knows about wrestling, I'll try to explain it to you. If you know about wrestling, there's 4 sides to the ring, you get the ropes that are there. I'm on the outside, Obro's on the outside, and this girl is on the outside. I apologize, I don't remember her name. But
I do, but we'll leave it out.
Okay. But he was doing a Sai moonsault off the second rope onto both of us. And then she jumped in, which is perfectly fine. But I turned my head to say, we got it. Not that I'm letting anybody know about that. I didn't want her to get hurt, so I said we got it. And then his knee hit me in the side of the temple.
Oh, man.
When I turned to say we got it. And all I remember is as soon as I heard we got it, all I remember is trying to get up off the ground. So
yeah, I don't remember
I'm going to guess that I was. Well, no, because I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
So I don't do
Jeez.
This. But yeah, that was like, if you think about it, it's like the most random things in pro wrestling is when you get hurt.
Yeah.
So, because that's what happened. His knee literally was a knee pad, hit me in the temple. It must have just hit me in the perfect place.
Right on the button.
I was out for a second, and then I remember being on the ground, and I was getting up like, well, what's going on? And that's a really weird feeling to have, but it was only a short amount of time, but it just has to hit you.
Oh, wait, that's the show where like
place.
The next match came out and you were still on the ground and then you came up and you were like, oh, and you thought it was the same match? That's that show.
What?
No, that didn't happen. It didn't go down like that. But that was funny though.
Now you're making me wonder if that really happened.
You're like, wait a minute, was there a different pattern of pro wrestling gear when I looked up?
I was just in the middle of a different match.
Yeah. What a gimmick that would be. We did a spot in a show one time, not to get too heavy into wrestling, but we did a spot one time in a show. Wow, CTE, right? We did a spot where like
City.
I was there next to the champion and like his challenger was going to kick him and he ducked and ended up kicking me. And so I fell down face first in the ring. And this was the last segment of the night. So I was to stay there. The guy told me, he goes, just stay there until all the fans are gone. So I'm laying on the mat, knocked out until all the fans are gone. And I'm trying like so hard not to like laugh or smile or anything. I'm like, I just got to keep a straight face. But then I'm like laying there and I go, is someone going to tell me like to get
when
up, like
go?
when I can go? And I'm like hearing voices and like people are like yelling at me. And there's a kid who like was grabbing my hand, like shaking my hand and like, bro, you got knocked out, bro. You got knocked out. And he's like shaking my hand and I'm trying not to like laugh. It was awful. The only thing that would have
a picture of that. It was on Twitter, I think.
It was
you in the middle of the ring while everybody was leaving.
Yes, it was.
It was hilarious.
It was. I was gonna try to stay because I thought they'd get people out of there quick. I was gonna try to stay until they needed to do the canvas, but then I was like, no, I gotta get up at this point.
They could just wrap you up in the canvas.
Yeah, that would have been funny. That would have been funny. I wanted to do that for intermission at a recent show, but we didn't, and that's a story for another time.
Well, Kurt, your topic about cracking heads open, cracking skulls with Kurt was a really good topic to talk about. Let us down another rabbit hole.
So can we just backtrack a little bit? Because I know that this is something you wanted to talk about earlier. So when you said you threw the bat, right?
No, I was warming up outside the batter's box.
So when the bat left your hand, you said it did what?
It was slow motion.
Nope. Where did it go?
Third baseline.
It went down third baseline.
Yeah.
Is this
did
a
you
quiz?
say crossed with a T?
We were talking about this offline.
I mean, if we really want to get into how people say stuff,
Don't make fun of me.
You just upped the whole can of worms. I
Oh
hope
man.
you just opened the whole can of worms, Kurt. Because how do you say milk?
Yeah.
How's he say milk?
I do a hard E.
There's no E in milk.
Oh, but there is for me.
Okay, wait, say it.
I say milk.
Milk? Like
Milk.
the milk was ice cream and now it's melting and you just put it all together and you're like, milk? It milked.
Yeah. Yeah. It's milk.
Milk.
No
Milk.
A. It's an E. It's MELK. Milk.
Milk.
Have you always done that? Like
I have.
Like John
Milk.
Malkovich.
I've always said milk, but also I'm starting to realize because people are pointing out to me, I say a lot of weird things. Like I don't say 100, I say 100.
100?
100.
100.
I say weird stuff too. I say that's really hot instead of hot.
You gonna go to Pizza Hut?
Yeah, so I'll bring up the worst one I say, and you guys are just gonna start laughing. Where do you put your clothes?
In the dresser? The
Nope.
washer?
If you're gonna hang them up.
The closet?
You mean the closet?
The closet?
I don't know why I say it. And also, you said dresser. I put my clothes in the drawer or the closet. I've been made fun of so long for saying that, especially from my wife. Because I
feel
always be like, yeah, it's right in the closet. And she's like, the closet with an IT? Closet?
It's in the closet, Harry.
Like, go get it in the drawer, Harry. It's in the closet.
Oh.
Get your twig and berries in your jeans there in the closet.
Why are you carrying food and sticks in your jeans?
I don't know.
I don't know
It's just
either.
a weird English thing.
Fucking
I don't
weird.
know how to describe it.
It's fucking weird.
I'm trying to think of the other thing I say that's really weird. Do you say any weird things?
I was trying to think of if I do. I feel like sometimes when I say I feel like I have the Canadian about. There's
Is that because you like Brett the Hitman Hart, or
I don't know. I just feel like I always did it.
you're like, what's that all about?
What's that? It's not as a boot. It's just
you just slip into it.
yeah, I slip into it. It's like a nice, pair of shoes. I just slip into it.
I 2 weeks ago now, I think. I was
2
going-
weeks? As in 2 sets
Yeah.
of 2 weeks, so 4 weeks?
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
Like a train.
Oh, choo-choo.
Like Thomas the Treen?
Speaking of
Now
things
you're
you say
making me
weird.
Fuck up stuff I say.
Thomas the Train.
Thomas the Treen Engine.
My wife looked at me weird because those I don't know how to describe them without saying the word that I call them, but she looked at me like I was clinically insane. It's like the big mosquito with the long body. You know what I'm talking about?
Daddy
they eat
long
mosquitoes.
legs?
No, they eat mosquitoes. They fly.
They
They also
fly,
usually just,
they eat mosquitoes.
The
Yeah.
thing from Neverending Story?
So I'll let you know what I call them. And I tried to explain them to my wife. I call them skeeter eaters.
I've never, I can't even imagine the insect you're talking about for some reason.
What's up, Doug? Yeah,
So
like
I
that.
can guarantee you, because I had to do this before I said this, because I wanted to make sure. If you literally type in skeeter eater, it does pop up.
Is it like a bug spray though?
It's a mosquito hawk. It's an insect.
Is it like the bigger looking mosquito?
Yeah, but it eats mosquitoes. And my father always called them skeeter eaters. So that's translated to me, and I just thought that was their name.
Oh, mosquito hawk is really what it's called.
Yeah.
No,
But-
no. And it says skeeter eater? Giant
Yeah.
mosquito? No, no, no. No, no, no.
That's
What's it actually called? Allow cookies. I will. Let me look it up.
allow cookies.
kind of
I
cookies?
always allow cookies. That's why I can never get a 6-pack.
Crane fly.
Oh, there we go.
It's a
always
crane
call them
fly.
skeeter eaters.
Wow.
No, it is neither a predator of mosquitoes nor a colossal mosquito, and it's harmless. So, wrong, Kurt.
It's harmless.
Your childhood is a myth.
Oh yeah, I mean, my father also told me that scallops were fish testicles, so I would never eat a scallop.
Scallops are
scallop?
delicious. A scallop? Oh. A dollop of scallop, Harry.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? You're like, oh, get me some scallops.
Yeah, that's what I can see.
It's
Scallops.
a scallop.
It's a scallop? No.
It's a scallop.
It's a
No,
scallop.
it's not. This is going to be a whole fucking episode.
2
about
out of
how
3
you
of us say
stuff.
scallops.
That
Like,
doesn't mean you're right.
yeah,
scallop.
but if 2 of the 3 of us said milk, then like we'd have some ground to stand on here. But I'm telling you, it's scallops.
It is not. Let's see what it says. Ready? Let's see what it
There's
says.
scallops and there's
Scallop.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, scallops. Like a horse
Then there's
gallops.
Scalloped potatoes.
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What other weird things are there that are mispronounced? Like, man, I don't know. Now, I don't know. I can't really think of any now. But scallops? I never.
Hey Adam.
Yeah.
How
I'm
do
not
you
Adam.
how do you say Tylenol?
Oh my God! Don't do this to me, Karen. I hate you so much.
Let's hear it.
Tylenol.
What? Tylenol? There's no
Tylenol.
Tylenol. There's another L there.
No, right now.
Misses a syllable.
Yeah.
Tylenol is just Tylenol.
Tylenol.
To go back to my surgery, I actually said that, and he corrected me twice. He goes, "I want you to take 2 Tylenol, 4 times a day." And I said, "Okay, just take Tylenol." And he said, "Tylenol."
He's like,
And it's
Take
funny.
Tylenol.
the anesthesia's still on him. It's not worn off yet.
He needs another 2 hours.
Yeah. He thought it was just the anesthetic, but it's just your brain.
Oh man, Tylenol. I've never heard that one. That's
What about?
good.
I'll say this because this will be a topic, unless we're all just gonna agree, because we probably are all right.
What about bronze and copper put together? What do you call that metal?
Iron.
I'm not a Minecraft fan. I don't know.
Iron.
Iron.
Yeah.
Yeah, iron.
Arn?
Iron.
No.
Arn.
No, he's a great wrestler. Yeah, but we're talking about iron.
Iron. Yeah, iron. Like I
Oh,
iron my
I see.
clothes.
I say Arn.
Arn. Like Arn Anderson?
I said he
I
was a
never-
great wrestler.
I never realized that was a thing until I said it multiple times, and Adam had no idea what I was talking about. And I was like, yeah, when you gotta, iron your clothes.
You gotta iron your clothes? What do you mean I gotta put a Glock in my pocket?
Why do
We
I have
were
a
playing
southern
a game.
accent?
What game were we playing?
We weren't.
Yes, we were. We were playing a game, whatever that game was. I don't remember. You collected iron.
Outsiders.
Yeah, Outsiders. And
Out-
he goes,
Outriders.
"Let me go."
Outlanders? Outriders.
Outriders.
Outrider. Like we're talking about B.A. Tatum again. Inside joke. So Outlander? Outrider. Outrider. Yeah, you go collect iron, and he's like, "Be right back. I'm gonna go grab some of that iron." And I was like, "Excuse me? What are you gonna grab?" And he said, "Iron. I'm gonna go grab iron." And I said,
Anderson?
"I don't know what that is, but if you're talking about iron, that would be the one I'm talking about." No, so what I was gonna bring up to you guys, because this will be a debate, or it'll be really easy, and we'll move on. GIF. I say GIF.
I've always said
GIF.
GIF, but I know that it's technically GIF.
No, it is not.
No,
Where
it's
did
not.
that come from? Because of what it stands for. It's an acronym.
Right. It's a graphical
Jif is peanut butter.
GIF is a
Yeah.
peanut butter. But I believe I had this debate with somebody where they actually looked it up and said that it's pronounced GIF.
No.
But that makes no sense, because if you look at the this is what that was my argument. I don't know why I can't talk right now, but I can't. GIF, wouldn't that be because of what it stands for? To me, it would be GIF.
Okay,
It
let's
doesn't
see.
stand for-
Let's see.
You don't
it's
say
pronounced with a
Jaffical?
hard G, so it's GIF.
Graphical.
recent survey, only 70% of people said GIF. And the format's creator, Steve Wilhite, argues that it should be GIF and has been arguing that for a long time. In fact, when the Webby Awards let him give one of their favorite...
I don't know how much longer we can play that.
All I know is that how do you pronounce graphic? Oh, whoops, I just said it. You don't call it Jurassic, right?
Well,
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Well, yeah, so I've always called it GIF because that's what I thought too. But then someone else, a third party or fourth party in this case, right, was like, hey, it's actually GIF. And I was like, no, it's not. And then they showed me like the proof. Like the guy who created it was like, it's a GIF, guys. Like, how mad would you be? How mad would you be though if you created something and you're like, "Yo, this is like this cool ass thing. This is I've just created iron," and then everyone's like, "Oh, you mean Ron or Arn? Arn? That's what you said. Arn, not Ron."
No,
I fucked up my own joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna some Ron.
Some iron.
I'm gonna Ron your clothes.
So, do you guys, speaking of like GIF and Jif,
Yeah.
do you remember Jiffy peanut butter?
Do I remember it? Yeah, of course. I love peanut butter.
You're wrong.
It's Jif. No, sorry, it's Jif, not Jiffy.
It's Jif and Skippy.
Yes.
Just wanted to let you
Don't
know
you
that.
remember Jiffy
Mandela
peanut butter?
effect.
Yeah. Mandela effect
Jiffy's
is a
not a real
thing.
thing.
Jiffy's not. What's
Like
the weirdest thing?
Berenstain Bears?
What's the weirdest thing you put peanut butter on? Don't get too graphic.
Cold hot dog.
Okay. All right. Legit. You do that?
It has to be crunchy peanut butter, and then you take a cold hot dog, and then you dip it in the peanut butter.
Speaking of cold hot
Okay.
dogs, I gotta go to the bathroom.
What a segue. We all eventually need to get on the same pee cycle.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think so either.
Oh shit! I forgot that was a full beer. I just spilled it all over my
Oh man, our TikTok's gonna all be outtakes.
Take
Good thing this isn't Police Simulator, because I'd smell alcohol. I'd pull me over.
How can you smell alcohol from their vehicle that they're in? Like, and you'd pull them over.
that
You're
game.
like, car goes by.
don't care.
Smell alcohol.
You need to just buy that game because it has no reason to be that fun. It's so
I can
fun.
smell
And you're
alcohol
just doing
on
this
people.
So I almost
in their
bought.
car, though.
I almost bought it because I saw you guys playing it, and then I was like, "Oh, it's only 2-player. I'm gonna not do that."
That's the shitty part. If they end up doing 4 players they talked about, I think it would be a lot of fun.
Oh, it'd be so much fun. But I get the 2-player aspect because I'm assuming you both like ride in the same car.
Sometimes we'll take separate cruisers.
Oh, okay. So you can
yeah.
take.
And then usually I have to get in his because I ruined mine.
Yeah, I'll come around the corner and he's like, "Hey, can you pick me up?" And I come around the corner. I'm like, "Why does it say we have to go to an accident?" And it's his accident.
That's incredible.
And I just go over and I'm like, "Sorry, patron. Here is the bill. The police department will pick that up."
All right, let's wrap this up because I got to
All
pee
right.
too.
Okay,
3.
we can just start wrapping it up.
Oh, we can. I
Yeah.
guess.
So Kurt's got a pee too, so we're gonna wrap this up. We've had a lot of fun talking about all this stuff. Am I the only one who didn't pee this episode? Did I pee this episode?
You did pee. I'm the only one who hasn't peed.
Oh, but you're gonna pee. So like,
gonna.
we're all gonna get on the same pee cycle.
Content comes first.
We're going to do pee breaks just like when you go to a meeting for work.
Yeah, a bio break. Anyway, thanks for listening. Again, you can follow us on Damn That's Podcasting or Damn That's Podcast without the A, right? Damn That's Podcast
Yes.
without the
DMN.
first A.
DMN.
We're gonna put the
Working on
graphic
getting
up
the
there.
actual one.
Yeah, and so if you own Damn That's Podcasting, give it up, brother, because we're coming for it.
We'll trade you.
We'll trade
Let us
you.
have your
But
A.
We will give you
Podcasting?
$5 American for Damn That's Podcasting. Just giving you a heads up. But anyway, yeah, it's been fun. Talking with these guys has been great, and hopefully you guys are listening. Give us some feedback. If you feel like we don't listen to your feedback, it's probably because we filmed like 500 episodes in a row, and we didn't get your feedback until like episode 6 when we actually decided to record again. So thank you guys for listening, and I'm Owen Brody, and we got Murdoch up here in my screen, and Kurt over here. Actually, you know what? It's your screen too because we're recording my screen. So
Your thumb matched up pretty well with his hand. That was.
if I put my hand up like this, right, and then no,
Gotta
move it
go over that way. Go over that way. Go
Use
over
your
that
other
way.
hand. Use your other hand.
There we go.
It doesn't match up on my screen.
Oh, it does for me.
like if I do this. Wait. Okay, nope. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so for the video viewers, that was funny. For the audio viewers, they're probably already switching to the next podcast they want to listen
They
to.
just thought that we were creating new weird places to poop.
Damn, that's gruesome.
Oh,
Damn, that's pooping.
damn, that's goodbye.